Nestled in the North Pacific Ocean, the Kuril Islands emerged as a geopolitical hotspot during the Cold War, becoming a focal point of tension between the Soviet Union and Japan. This article delves into the historical context, the territorial dispute, and the strategic significance of the Kuril Islands as they became a contested region in the broader Cold War narrative. 1. The Kuril Islands, a chain of contention. The article begins by introducing the Kuril Islands, a volcanic archipelago stretching between Hokkaido, Japan, and the Kamchatka Peninsula, Russia. It outlines the historical context of Japanese claims and the complex history of ownership that set the stage for Cold War tensions. 2. Post-World War II settlement, Soviet occupation and Japanese displacement. Examining the aftermath of World War II, the article explores the Soviet occupation of the Kuril Islands. The Yalta and Potsdam agreements solidified Soviet control, leading to the mass displacement of Japanese inhabitants and the establishment of a contentious territorial situation. 3. Strategic significance, Cold War chessboard in the Pacific. Delving into the strategic importance of the Kuril Islands, the article discusses their role as a key outpost for both the Soviet Union and the United States during the Cold War. The islands offered a vantage point for monitoring naval activities and projecting power in the Pacific region. 4. The 1956 Soviet-Japanese Joint Declaration, a failed attempt at resolution. The narrative unfolds as the article examines the 1956 Soviet-Japanese Joint Declaration, an attempt to resolve the Kuril Islands dispute. However, the declaration failed to bring a lasting resolution, leaving the territorial status quo largely unchanged. 5. The Kuril Islands and the Cuban Missile Crisis, a global dimension. Exploring the global dimension of the Cold War, the article highlights the role of the Kuril Islands during the Cuban Missile Crisis. The Soviet Union's military presence on the islands added a layer of complexity to the already tense standoff between the superpowers. 6. Post-Cold War. Lingering tensions and unresolved dispute. As the Cold War drew to a close, the article examines how the dissolution of the Soviet Union did not lead to a resolution of the Kuril Islands dispute. Instead, lingering tensions persisted between Russia and Japan over the contested territory. 7. Diplomatic maneuvers and stalemate. Ongoing negotiations. The article delves into the diplomatic efforts made over the years to address the Kuril Islands dispute. It explores various negotiations and the challenges that have prevented a comprehensive resolution between Russia and Japan. 8. Economic development and military posturing. Contemporary dynamics. Examining the contemporary landscape, the article discusses how both Russia and Japan have engaged in economic development projects on the Kuril Islands. Simultaneously, military posturing continues to shape the geopolitical dynamics of the region. 9. Global implications. The Kuril Islands in modern geopolitics. The article reflects on the broader geopolitical implications of the Kuril Islands in the modern era. It considers how the dispute continues to influence regional dynamics and diplomatic relations in the Asia-Pacific region. 10. The path forward. Seeking solutions in the 21st century. Concluding the narrative, the article explores potential paths forward for resolving the Kuril Islands dispute. It considers the prospects for diplomatic breakthroughs and the role of regional and global stakeholders in finding a lasting solution. Conclusion. Kuril Islands, Geopolitical Chessboard Pacific hotspot in the Cold War, unravels the complex history and contemporary challenges surrounding this disputed archipelago. From its roots in the aftermath of World War II to its enduring impact on modern geopolitics, the Kuril Islands remain a testament to the intricacies of Cold War legacies and the ongoing quest for diplomatic resolution in the 21st century.